Good day, everyone. My name is Desilyn de la Cruz. Join us as we discuss and explain the introduction, methodology, results, and discussions of our qualitative research study entitled The Lived Experiences of Millennials Diagnosed with Anxiety Disorder Working as Customer Service Representatives.
Good day, everyone. I'd like to introduce my study on the background of mental health among millennial working as customer service representative with anxiety disorder. This study aimed to explore their life experience, understanding their coping strategies, and investigate the impact of anxiety disorder on their work performance. Let's dive into the background of this study. Let's to understand the context and significance of this topic. So, what is background of this study? The study focused on mental health in the Philippines, especially among the millennial working as customer service who are diagnosed with anxiety disorder. Mental health is a growing concern in the Philippines with an estimated 11.3% to 11.6% Filipino experiencing mental disorder, which translates to around 12.5 million people. Mental illness is the third common disability in the country. Millennials are particularly vulnerable to stress and anxiety disorder due to the demand of their job, which require constant interaction with customer. Customer service work is a challenging and necessitates strong communications skills, emotional regulation, and problem-solving abilities, of all which can be difficult for the individual anxiety disorder to master. This study aimed to explore the life experience of millennials with anxiety disorder working as customer service, understanding the strategies they use to manage their anxiety and investigate how anxiety disorder impact their work performance. By gaining insight into their experiences, the study can be inform mental health initiative or shape organizational policies and foster healthier work environment for all employees, including those with anxiety disorder. And lastly, this study seek to contribute to creating a more supportive work environment and improving mental health by understanding the challenge focused by millennial with anxiety disorder in customer service and how they manage their condition while performing their job.
The study on the lived experiences of millennials diagnosed with anxiety disorder working as customer service representatives is grounded in two key theories. Einsenck and Calbo's processing efficiency theory posits that cognitive anxiety, such as excessive worry, impairs working memory, thereby limiting cognitive resources needed for effective task performance. Complementing this, Verdugo and Sherlock's theory of quality of life provides a framework for evaluating life domains affected by anxiety. It highlights 8 key areas: personal development, self-determination, interpersonal relations, social inclusion, right emotional well-being, physical well-being, and material well-being.
For our conceptual framework for life experience of millennials diagnosed with anxiety disorder, working as customer service representative, our independent variable for this is the anxiety disorder, the symptoms, and the treatment. For our dependent variable, our dependent variable for this is the outcome, mental health, and also the job performance of the customer service representative. And for our mediator variable, which is the variable that affects the result for the two variables, our mediator variable is the customer service experience, the job demands, work culture, resources on work. And for the moderator variable, we have the life experience and the challenges on work, the personal experience, and also the job performance.
Statement of the problem. Customer service roles requires employees to regularly interact with clients by answering inquiries, assisting with troubleshooting, and resolving various issues. Working in this field can be highly demanding as employees face pressure not only from customer but also from internal operation and management teams. This intense environment can lead to stress and anxiety. The millennial generation, those born between 1981 and 1996, is particularly affected. Studies show that millennials are more commonly diagnosed with mental health conditions, especially anxiety disorders, making this as a growing concern in today's society. Hypothesis: millennials diagnosed with anxiety disorders sometimes encounter higher levels of emotional burnout due to extensive work pressure as well as dealing with difficult customers. Strict KPIs may also affect the condition.
The significance of this study are first, to show the lived experiences of millennials working as CSR diagnosed with anxiety disorder. Second, to have an insightful examination of how anxiety interferes their lives, whether it's about their workplace, health, or their daily activities. For millennials with anxiety disorder, we hope that this research can help them to seek about the effective strategies to help them cope what they are experiencing, and of course, we're aiming to learn fully about the issues that they are facing on their workplace. For employers and HR professionals, we hope that this study could convince them to equip professionals with stress management skills, flexible working hours, and to provide safe and better working environment. For academic and researchers, this will assist them because this study already contains existing literature that will surely help them. For society, this study can help remove social stigma and raise awareness about workplace mental health, and this study is an eye-opener about those CSRs who's suffering or diagnosed with anxiety disorder.
Definition of terms. BPO, business process outsourcing, is the practice of hiring external companies to handle non-core tasks like customer service or IT, helping businesses cut costs and improve efficiency. Anxiety disorder is a mental health condition marked by uncontrollable fear or nervousness, often triggered by stress or past trauma, and should be addressed with professional help.
For our RRL, the sources that we use in our study were carefully selected based on their relevance to our topic. We also made sure that all the sources were credible, and taken all together, these studies address the mental health issue in the workplace, especially for working in a high stress role. So overall, our RRL not only provides background information but also supports the significance and necessity of our study.
Research design. This study used hermeneutic phenomenology to explore how millennials working as customer service experience living with anxiety. Data were gathered through personal accounts, interview, and observation. Participants aged 28 to 43 were selected using purposive sampling from both clinical and community settings. Virtual open-ended interviews via Google form and follow-ups provided rich insight into their life experience. Research method. This qualitative study used hermeneutical phenomenology to explore the life experience of millennials with anxiety disorder working in customer service. Data were collected through open-ended questionnaires via Google Forms, ensuring informed consent and confidentiality. The method allowing participants to express their personal experience in their own words.
To better understand the mental and psychological health of individuals working in the business processing, outsourcing, or BPO industry, this study focused on Filipino millennials born between 1981 to 1996 who are diagnosed with anxiety disorder. The researchers used non-probability sampling methods to select participants, beginning with convenience sampling through online platforms and BPO-related groups, following by snowball sampling to each more respondents through referrals. A sample size of 7 to 12 participants was chosen to ensure a rich, in-depth exploration of their lived experiences while maintaining the study's quality and focus. To ensure the validity of the semi-structured interview guide, the researchers conducted multiple rounds of revisions and validation. The initial draft was reviewed by 3 experts in psychology and research. Their feedback was carefully compared and analyzed, allowing the researchers to refine and finalize the interview guide before beginning the data collection.
For ethical consideration, we made sure to give the participants an informed consent and all the participants joined voluntarily. We briefed them about their involvement, data gathering procedure, our research objectives, and their right to withdraw at any moment. And all the gathered data will be stored securely and their identity will remain anonymously.
Data gathering procedure. This qualitative study used semi-structured interviews to explore the lived experience of millennial customer service representatives diagnosed with anxiety disorders. Following a phenomenological approach, participants met specific criteria born 1981 to 1996, currently in customer service, politically diagnosed with anxiety, and interviews were conducted via platform like Microsoft Teams for flexibility and comfort. Informed consent was obtained, ensuring confidentiality and voluntary participation. A validated interview guide with open-ended questions was used. Interviews were recorded, transcribed, anonymized, and participants were allowed to review transcripts to ensure accuracy and credibility. Data analysis. The study used a qualitative research designed to explore the experience of millennial customer service representative born 1981 to 1996 diagnosed with anxiety disorders. Participants reported mental exhaustion caused by factors such as abusive customer, strict performance metrics, and limited managerial support. Common coping strategies included mindfulness, short breaks, and therapy. They emphasize the need for mental health, friendly workplaces, flexible schedules, counseling access, and empathetic leadership. While some developed resilience ongoing method, issues continue to affect their well-being. The study highlights the importance of organizational support and mental health policies in the workplace. Result and discussion. This table presents the main superordinate and supporting subordinate themes from a study on the customer service experience. It highlights key aspects like navigating the customer journey, factors impacting stress and burnout, coping mechanism, for professional health, and elements that influence job motivation and satisfaction. Each main theme is broken down into more specific related experiences or observations.